A crush of people slowly pile through the gates, squeezing close together. The guard captain calls you over as you pass. He has Rugga close at hand. You have my attention for dealing with Rugga. It seems your reputation has some truth to it. King Meinolf has asked for you personally to be his honored guest. I've been ordered to escort you to a gathering at the Great Hall, along with this cur. Rugga flashes the sort of grin that makes him so punchable. Good to see you too, Petrus. A captain now. You've been busy. Petrus restrains himself. You consider the king's surprising orders. Let's see. What made the king decide to open the gates to everyone? I can't speak for King Meinolf, but if these people had never joined banners with this snake, they'd have found safety a lot sooner. Another of Meinolf's lies. That reminds me, I need to find a gag. King Meinolf will speak to you both when we reach the Great Hall. And do me a favor, I've got enough to deal with, ushering in all these new refugees. I won't let Rugga out of my sights. I forgot how silly Varl's horns looked in this one. Specifically Hakon's. They look so bouncy. Look at how many people there are already. There's about to be a whole lot more. I love it that they actually have like a unique-ish model for every character. I don't care how many looks we're getting. The fields between the outer and inner walls of Arberang are brimming with different people and clans. All stare as the masses enter. A pair of curious children run to you in awe. Can I ride the horse, people? Gasps a young boy. His mother grabs him by the arm, blurting apologies. A man with a short banner of his own approaches. Excuse my wife and son, he says. There isn't anyone in Arberang who hasn't heard of you. We're a small clan, he continues, of strong men and smart women. Give us the honor of joining our banner to yours. Oddleaf gives you an uncertain shrug. Any allies are welcome in these times. I don't know. I mean, it's going to cost me supplies, but it's not that big of a deal. The man claps you on the shoulder, and many other clans promise to sew their banners to yours as you travel towards the Great Hall. Okay, so we get a bunch of people. We get some extra supplies, I think. Oy. I really never know if that's the right option or not. We'll see. Barter thrives in the shadow of catastrophe, as people haggle their treasured family heirlooms for a handful of grain. Between robbery and theft, it's been a real problem, Petrus tells you. Eventually, we gave up patrolling the lower rings of Arberang. Every man for himself down here. You pass more than a few reminders of better times, though. Oh, better times. Though gossip is traded freely, most items and supplies are outrageously expensive. Still, you can afford to take a look. Browse them. Okay. So, a child's doll that fills you with resolve to never find one of these abandoned by cold hands again. So, strength talents, will talents, strength resist and will. Move through allies, never deflected. Crit chance. I do not have that much. Okay, one renown gets 2. Oh, but it requires you to be rank 14. The 50% crit chance is nuts. I don't know if that's any good. Strength and crit chance. And all plus 3 to all talents, 2 will per turn, never deflected. So the Warrior's Beret would be amazing, but you have to have a level 14 character, which is really tough. But a plus 50% crit chance. On certain characters, that would be a always crit. I don't know, though. Like, the +3 to all talents and will per turn never deflected is also kind of good. I don't really care about that one. The strength resist is kind of nice. It just feels like I'm gonna get other items fairly soon. But I do like the idea of the will per turn on some characters. I mean, that pretty much means you'd be able to bang out one of the heavier swings on Gunnulf every turn, for example. Who else would it be useful on? The other thing is I could buy supplies, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. What do you guys think? Because I could always just blow all of my renown for a bunch of supplies really, really early on. Let's see. Advice with Overwatch would be nuts. Not really. So the reason why I don't want to put that on Alette is because the poison on Overwatch is really nuts because it hits everybody. The main thing is she got hit really early on, which is the problem. I should never put her on frontline. I need to have her surrounded next time around. The beret on her would be incredible, though. Because, yeah, I could do safety with food first. The main problem is she's level 11 now. It might take some time before I could use this. I'm gonna buy the Warrior's Beret anyway. And then we're gonna buy some safety supplies. I hate to burn my renown like this, but I think I'll be fine. My team's pretty strong. And honestly, what I might actually do is go back to my previous save file and not... I had, like, a ton of renown that I just had banked, apparently, that I've lost. I'm gonna go recalculate how much I wasted earlier today, and maybe give it to myself. So some of these people are ready to kill us just hours ago. Because, yeah, I spent at least 40 to 60 renown, boosting my low-level characters up to higher ones. And that kind of pisses me off a little bit. Like, what I'll probably do is just replay through the first couple missions here after we're done tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I should get away with this. A man slurs nearby. He and his cronies are already drinking their way through the streets. We demand justice. He bleats in the face of a confused horseborn. Ahead, more horseborn rear up at spear point. Canary and her companions thrust weapons and words back at their accusers, unintimidated. I knew this would be trouble, Petrus grumbles. Petrus's guards tried to separate the horseborn and the angry clansman, but he only managed to make things worse. You catch Rugga chuckling under his breath. Justice! Oh, justice for Tolir! Turns into a chant, spreading until it affects a great mass of people. The horseborn came with you, they accuse. You're protecting murderers! Someone attacks and others follow. Yeah, so I don't have any renown to spend. That's fine. We'll get there. So, ready for battle. This time we don't have to deal with fire. That'll help. Okay, the crowd looks riled up. Kill the rabble-rousers in blue, and the rest may flee. I really wish I knew how far these guys can move. That's one thing that would be really nice to know before going into much of this. Oh, I should have taken Oddleaf out of the party. Alright, whatever. Okay, how far can this guy move? So if I move her... here or here? Which tile is it? I can move her 4 forward. Safely. Can I? Oh, maybe we don't want to. No, I can move her 3 forward safely. And they're probably going to come running at me. She's got pretty good range, too. And she can overwatch, like, a ton of times. I'm sorry? Okay. I thought they couldn't move that far. Hold on, let's go back. What was that? Okay, well, let's do the same deal. Oh, I was gonna switch out oddly, whatever. Okay, so it was this guy. Oh. He could move further than I gave him credit for. Alright. So let's just do Overwatch from here. Because, yeah, this guy had a lot more speed. Okay, abilities, slag and burn. Just max that out. I'm just going to leave kind of inconveniences for them to have to walk over. If they want to get at me. Now, I could just move there and wail on him. Now, this guy just moved. I could get in here and just wail on this guy, though. How much has he got? He's only got 4. So I can move there, hit this guy. That's an attractive prospect. And then it'll make everybody kind of come for hacking. Now that's 2. I don't want to spend 2 will. Remember, you only have to defeat the ones in blue. Oh, really? I actually didn't know that. That's kind of helpful. Okay, so that puts the bear in here. Now, let's see. If I remember right, actually, move the bear here. Maul him. Oh! I didn't know that the bear could even hit my own party members. That's annoying. Okay, one of the guys in the party said that. Okay. I didn't even notice. Oh, he's poisoned. Let's see. I wonder how many poison effects you can stack on one of these guys. He's poisoned and he's bleeding. Good. That was something we needed to know. Okay, so if you defeat the rabble-rousers, the others may disperse. That's good to know. Unfortunately, getting to the rabble-rousers might be more of a complication than I thought it was going to be. Let's just pop off his armor. He's got a lot. That's the stuff. Okay. I'm gonna move forward a bit and Overwatch again. Okay. So can I do slag and burn in the back? Hit the bunch of these guys. Because I gotta get the other rabble-rouser, and he's kind of in an inconvenient location. Ow. Okay. So yeah, the never deflected thing will be a nice boon. Let's just kill this guy. He's in a bad spot. There we go. And he's moving in. Ow. Okay. Pop armor off. Because, yeah, if we take out the blue guys, that'll help. Thank you, bear. Wow. Bear getting smacked. Okay. All these guys are not going to have a good day. Let's move here. Just kill this one. And then Canary should be able to finish off the last guy. Whoops. She's down. I'm not entirely sure if it's a good idea, but I'm going to try and finish him off. Because I wonder if there's a benefit for not killing everybody. I'm just going for the rabble-rousers. No, probably not, actually. I probably should have killed everybody. Canary, the usually charismatic leader of the large horseman tribe, wears a deep scowl. Why men attack? Why so much shout? Everyone thinks your horseborn pillaged Tolier. This is important, Canary, is it true? City to east? Yes, kill many men. Many man. Take many thing. You need more? Alif's mouth opens, but finds no word. You admit it? You plundered Tolier and killed the people there? Many food, many weapons bring to you. You eat, you take. You slaughtered them and you gave their things to us? Canary looks from Oddleaf to you, puzzled, then back to Oddleaf. Her front hooves pound the dirt and she gestures in the air. You kill at walls, you kill on road. Man, horseborn, every. No, that's... Damn, it's not the same thing. She doesn't get the difference. They must have done this before we even met them. How are we going to explain this away? There's nothing to explain. We either defend them or we don't. Canary. We will protect you, but you must do exactly as I say from now on. She trots nervously in place, then exhales through her nose and frowns. We listen, for now, but we are not pets. I have to hope this is all going to be worth the trouble, Oddleaf. Me too. Wow. We are going straight to, Bad Town. So, more trouble for us in the future. Maybe even people leaving us. In favor of keeping the horseborn, who I honestly don't care about too much. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if that was the right decision. I have no idea. It's a tough one. I love the banner animations. The hand-animated everything in this game always feels really good to look at. I wish more games would do this. I know there was that Ash of Gods game that Shell and I started getting through. It's a shame we never finished that, but we were super sick. And honestly, that game was even bleaker than this, which is saying something. Maybe we'll go back to it someday. In the crowds, you notice a new Varl who just now entered the gates. Akin has gone off to meet them, and eventually you catch up. A familiar face glares in your direction as he speaks. Eventually we crossed paths with Bolverk and his ravens. The old ford. You remember Bolverk? That berserker? Hard to forget. I thought I did some hard marches in our day, but not like this. Bolverk went his own way. Luckily we arrived when we did, and I wasn't sure if Arborang would still be here. Where you went. They treated you well since we parted, Hacken. Well enough, all things considered. Vessel gives you a cold stare. Don't think I've forgotten why Einertoft fell, little one. Or forgiven. Let's see. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it, Fassel. And I'll be glad to watch you fall to the dredge in person, returning the favor. Where's your tamed one-armed Varl, anyway? Gone to the north and to the darkness. Juno and Avend claim they can solve this. That's so. Juno and Avend. Makes you wonder who started the trouble in the first place. Grofheim is gone. Einertoft gone. Jornder gone. The dredge, on the other hand, Bolverk said he ran across Isles near Bindle. And Bellower is probably on his way here right now. We defeated Bellower at Boersgard. I saw it myself. Bellower doesn't die, and what others... like Walker or Seath, we don't know where they went. You've been around here somewhere to write these things down at least. Afraid not. He decided to go south, to Horseborn lands. Of course he did. I guess we're the last Varl, Hacken. Let's bring ruin to the dredge like the old days. Of our bones, the hills. Hacken breaks into a wide grin, clasping forearms with Fassel, a strange gladness about them. Of our bones, the hills. I'm just kind of appreciating. I don't know, there's something about, like, the walking that always bugs me a little bit, because I can't... It's hard to commentate over that. And so it's nice to just kind of sit back and look at these backgrounds. I mean, look at them. They're gorgeous. I love the art in this game. It's a shame that they're done with after this game, but at the same time, I'm really glad that we're going to be, well, hopefully they'll make something new and equally good. Maybe a little happier. That'd be nice. The path crossing the field from the outer gate to the inner black rock is longer than it looks, but you walk through the dense smoky trees, escalating towards the rise in the Black Rock Plateau. Rugga shuffles behind the guards, who carry his chains. He has been unusually silent, but now he speaks softly in your ear. Careful, Hunter, he says, even before you hear the shouts. Looks like trouble ahead. It is trouble. A few yards ahead, you spy one of Petrus's guards face down, an arrow in his head. Petrus curses angrily and runs ahead, just as armed men appear from the crowds, surrounding him and attack his guards. It would be a tragedy if something happened to him. Join Petrus, repel the attackers, or stay ready and close to Rugga. I bet Rugga escapes if we help Petrus, but then Petrus dies. We're going to join Petrus. Killers emerge from a well-staged trap to plunge arrows and axe heads into more guards. An ambush, shouts Petrus. But yeah, I think Rugga needs another slugga. Break his leg and carry him. That'll help. Okay, so we have some of this. Oh, she's easy to promote. Oh. I understand how she works. Yeah, I want to get that heroic title, but if I can get her up to, so I can promote her really easily. So if we can get up to the point where I can just put the beret on her, never deflected, 50% crit chance, and plus 2 to all talents is stupidly powerful. But like, I don't know, if you ever have a character that has a high chance of running away, and you've got carts and stuff, just break their legs. I mean, it's like, it's a little cold, but like... I don't know. Okay, so we got a bunch of archers here. Put her on... Here. The archers are going to be a bit of a pain. These guys are all going to be a bit of a pain. Question is, who do I want to risk? Put Hacken there. Gunnulf there. I'm going to put her... Because ideally, if I can actually put her on the side with the archers, they're the ones with the most amount of... Oh, god damn it. I keep forgetting to take Oddleaf out of the crowd. Okay. So how far can he move? Pretty damn far, which is a giant pain. So I could move her 1 up. The Thrasher Champion is a pain. Because effectively, might reach her. I'm just going to put her there, because if she takes any hits, it makes my life a lot harder. Chain of arrows. Traps 1 tile. 2 times strength. Let's just do that one. I don't actually know if that's going to help. It's kind of in an odd spot. But somebody might step on that one. It's a decent chance. Okay. I want to be within her range, so I'm just going to stop him there. Alright, come on. Closer? Nope. Okay. Let's summon the bear. Because I want people to pass through the Rain of Arrows tile to get to my characters, if possible. It's, not looking so likely. Okay, so we don't want to do Maul, because that'll hit, him. Alright, whatever. Yeah, chain them to a cart. Yeah, chain them to a cart. Chain them to the biggest, meanest Varl available. Like, straight up, you should totally be able to, like, allocate half the party to just guard. Because it's, there's the whole, like, oh, it's trapped somewhere. Well, I can do damage to him. That's not a bad idea. Or not. Never mind. There goes her turn. You look like you could use some help. Okay, we just have a friend man. Oh, please go for the bear. Yep, there goes. Okay, so we have Gudmunder. Gudmunder. That poison bleed is lovely. Okay. Oh, we have Petrus. What does Petrus can he do? Series of strikes. Randomly attack strength or armor. Run through enemies doing armor breaking damage. Reinforcements. One of his men to back him up. Oh. Sweet. We have friend. Hello, friend. Okay, what can friend do? Stone wall. Shield wall. Or, friend can move back here. And, just wail on the archers. Yeah, making it so Alette is never deflected will actually be an incredible help. So we'll get that on the next round. That is actually less expensive than I thought it was going to be. Okay, let's move here. Abilities, slag and burn. Because that's just the companion character. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and Hacken, because that's just a companion character. We can just do Tempest. Oh, they're still alive. I didn't realize. Well, Eric. Let's see. Eric has some. I can just kill this guy. And then it's just this poor guy. Can the bear even do anything? Bear can't do anything. He can't do anything. Okay. Well, I guess we might as well poison tip this man. There we go. Let's send in Gudmunder. He's a new character. Okay, and we also have Petrus. I don't really care about Petrus. And I definitely don't care about this guy. We might as well kill him with, Oddleaf. If I was that last attacker, I'd be pleading for mercy right now. Oh, absolutely. If everybody else I was fighting with, died, I would, like, shuck my weapon down and, like, flee. I would not stick around. It's not worth it. It's not a good idea. But yeah, I keep forgetting to take Oddleaf out of the party. Oh well. Petrus rallies his men with tremendous skill. You quickly repel the ambush with his help, wiping his blade clean of blood. Petrus then leans into Rugga hard with fists and feet, until the man is curled up in a quivering ball on the ground. The thrashing ends when Petrus is satisfied, and the fighter who joined you in battle paces nearby. Bastards, utter bastards. It's been a miserable, hard road, and I wasn't willing to watch good men go down like that. I'm Gudmunder, he continues. Lots of us here from Bindle. I was captain there myself. He glances at his banner, trampled and bloody, and notices yours. I'll admit, we could be doing a lot better. Fight like you did there, and you're welcome to join us. I swear it. Gudmunder replies. He gathers his tattered banner and sends word along to his people. Petrus and Gudmunder chat as you continue to the Great Hall. Kindred spirits. Oh, that's a lot of clansmen. That is a lot of clansmen. They're all going to die. I mean, they're gonna die no matter what. In fact, their chances are higher with me, but, like, I remember having this many clansmen at certain points. And they went away. Looks like an awful lot of stairs. And no doubt why Meinholf feels safe watching from above. That's a huge clan, but they never survive. That's a big building. You finally approach the Blackstone Walls, deep at the center of Arborang. Petrus instructs you to head up the stairs while he hauls Rugga away. Olive huffs when she learns she can't join you. I guess the the important people are invited, she says. I'll try and find a place for the rest of us. Where do you think is best? Let's see. So back near the gates, in case we're needed quickly. Or as far in as possible near the Great Hall. Or her judgment. Let's do It's Your Call, Oddleaf. I trust her judgment. So part of it is she feels unappreciated by this. One thing that they're kind of trying to get across, especially if you're going with the Alette route, is, you know, obviously the sexism of the Middle Ages. And so, it's your call, Oddleaf. I trust your judgment. I'll do what I can, says Oddleaf. But up on top of that hill is where we ought to be. Oddleaf looks back at the Great Hall. Maybe if you had the king's ear, she suggests. The Black Rock Plateau casts a long indigo shadow over you like a storm cloud. As you climb the steps, the view shifts from verdant green hills into a morbid panorama of carnage and darkness. Eventually, you come to stand beside a rich and powerful... Eventually, you come to stand beside rich and powerful men with long names and banners, called before King Meinolf, as you were. Akken is here, as well as Canary, both given a wide berth. From where you stand, at the back of his enormous hall, King Meinolf looks small and withered upon the throne. He speaks slowly, as if stepping carefully through cobwebs of old memories. You can only hear bits and pieces about changes of heart and protecting the weak. Eventually, you give up trying to make out the words. Suddenly, the hall goes silent. Everyone is turned to stare at you. The king beckons, and you approach. Jesus, Akken is huge. With this, the king sends the crowds away and takes you aside privately. You're to be thanked in person for bringing my son home to me. Now I'm afraid I must selfishly beg a favor of you. The road between Beauregard and Arborang is long, especially shared with a man like Rugga. Tell me, how did you fare in his company? He tried to kill me. You're not the first. Yet somehow he commands the loyalty of many. Maybe it says something about the hearts of men. I suspect you already know this, but the man has poisoned me. He did it when we met in good faith to negotiate peace. I was there! My menders have been unable to find a cure. Rugga and I have something of a long and miserable history. No doubt he means to watch me wither on the throne. But perhaps you've seen his weaknesses. Something to with which to coax an antidote from him. Convince him on my behalf. Am I truly the best hope for this? You're not my only, but if I know Rugga, this is all part of a game, and I will use every option I have. Succeed, and you'll know my generosity. The king calls for Petrus, and you soon hear his hard boots echoing off the high ceilings. My king. Captain Petrus, our friend Alette has agreed to speak with Rugga. And Petrus, follow young Alette's orders. You're now hers to command as she needs. See that this gets resolved as soon as possible. Okay, so we have a lot of renown. Morale is improved. Well, let's talk to Oddleaf first. So you're back. So what was all that about? What did the king have to say? Something about putting aside our differences, and he wants me to try and wring an antidote out of Rugga. Since Meinolf's dying, everyone's been led into the city under his protection. Wonder if I'd change my mind like that if I knew the end was near. Is it not? Shut up, you know what I mean. So how are you feeling about all of this? All this? Care to narrow it down? She smiles politely, waiting for your question. What would you do in Meinolf's position? That's a tough one. You know me, I want everyone to live. Maybe not even hate each other. Rugga's men are bastards, but I don't think they deserve to die. I'm just glad the Varl are on our side. But I'm not the king, so I guess there's not much else to say about it. She smiles politely, waiting for your question. Oh, same thing. So, what's your deal with the Horseborn anyway? My deal? What do you mean? Oh, you're gonna pretend like there's nothing up with you? I heard you giggle the first time you saw one. I don't giggle. Okay, look. Just don't repeat this, I promise? I promise. When I was a girl, I remember my father showing me pictures of horses. They looked amazing. I wanted one so bad. Then he told me they were all killed, totally wiped out. Do you know this story? Legend says the Loom Mother made horses, and another god created the Horseborn from them. There was a time when both Horseborn and horses existed. They'd see people use horses for farming and carrying goods. Wouldn't know how to react. Was it slavery? Were horses like children to them? Or something, some living reminder that they're just dumb beasts? You could say the same about Varl. Come on, it's not the same. Varl looked pretty different from Yox. No debate how the Horseborn were made. Anyway, rather than let anyone own horses, the stories say the Horseborn went crazy and slaughtered them all. Then they fought the humans a bit, but eventually retreated far south. They say Horseborn felt such shame about the massacre, they just never returned. Who knows what the truth really is? Up till the moment I saw one, I was never even sure the Horseborn really existed. But they're real. They're really real. And they're beautiful. And they're causing us all kinds of problems. Oddleaf's beaming face and wide grin deflates. Tell me about it. Okay, same thing. What should we do about Rugga? Gods, I wish he didn't exist. You know, he's not going to just hand over a cure. Not without a high price, anyway. He's gambling with people's lives for his own benefit. Why do people like him always seem to prosper? I don't know. Me neither, but it seems deeply unfair. We spend so much time and effort trying to do the right thing, and here comes Rugga. He may as well be stabbing children as he goes, and people love him for it. But anyway, what can we do? Threats and beatings don't seem to work. The man can't take a punch, I'll give him that. Can't kill him yet either, for Meinolf's sake. What does he even want? The throne? What's the point of ruling Arborang for a couple of days before the darkness takes it back? I'm sick of thinking about Rugga. Let's change the subject. Better get back to camp. Yeah, I suppose we should. How are you holding up? You ever get tired of doing the right thing? What choice do we have? Leave, go south, see what happens. I'm just thinking out loud. Some people are talking about ships. After what we saw in Fiskevik, the serpent's blood was eating at the boats and it killed everything living in the sea. I know it's not a real option. Now we've got to rely on each other. Just remember, you've always got a shoulder here. Don't try and carry this all on your own. Hey, normal morale. That's a new one. Okay, let's see. So, Petrus, heroes. I want to check this for a second. No, check's not the right word. We have enough. Okay. So this was a bit expensive, but I think it was worth it. Okay, so what this will do is make her very, very strong. Might be a bit excessive, but it was worth it. Okay, so let's see who else we even have here for characters. Because we got characters like Trevigi, who has Impale and Knockback. Pig Sticker, which is extra crit chance. Luden, who... yeah, he's the Prince of Men. He's the king's son. But he just has the exact same abilities. Unfortunately, he's painfully generic compared to some of the other ones. Unfortunately, I'm usually looking for characters that are particularly powerful or have interesting abilities that I can work with. Reinforcements isn't a bad move. Being able to just summon a character is nice. What about Gudmundur? He's got these, and I don't know if he has any other abilities to grab. It doesn't look like it. What about Aleo? Because I almost never used him. Okay, the character exalts his target to feats of strength and heroism. His words buff an ally for 1 round, adding 1 damage for every 2 strength the enemy is above the target ally. Oh. Yeah, that's not that helpful. Or, that's kind of helpful. That would be really helpful on Alette. That moves enemies to the end of the initiative queue. And any ally near him gets extra willpower on a kill. What about these guys? Trample, Mule Kick? Nah. Yeah, I'm looking for, like, particularly abusable characters, and for the most part, it's always just the Varl. Which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to have less one-trick pony type characters, but one-trick ponies are all I got. So I like Canary enough. I like Eric just because of his dumb bear. I guess he's got some points to spend right, because we got reset. Let's see. It's probably better to get hunkered down over the other one, or I could just boost his willpower. Let's do that. But don't forget to equip the beret to Alette. Yep, that's done. Now, who do I put this on? Extra will, extra move. I'm actually going to put that on Gunnulf, honestly. He's got a multi-target move, and it makes him move quick. Where stuff like this is a bit tougher. Because the -2 move is crippling on my Varl, but they're the only characters that can really work with it. He's got Bring the Pain. Yeah. Mogre's at least kind of helpful, because Bring the Pain is awesome. Let's maybe consider promoting Mogre-ish. Oh, the other thing I should consider doing, actually, is just applying titles to characters. Because that might be the most useful thing. Okay, well, let's talk to this character. Petrus? Petrus. We've not had time for proper introductions. I didn't know it would be necessary. Are you comfortable with the king's orders? It's not a matter of comfort. I was given as much warning as you were. That is to say, none. But if these are the king's orders, I will follow them. Is there anything you wish to know? Petrus stands at attention, waiting for your response. How did you become guard captain in Arborang? He looks uncomfortable and unaccustomed to talking about himself. I won't bore you with the details. I was an orphan. When I was young and impetuous, I overthrew the vicious bastards who were selling children in the slums. I did it without killing a man. King Meinolf made me an honor guard. A few years later, after an attempted coup, I became captain. You may have a guess who incited that attempted coup. Fast rise to power. Power only means you have the luxury of putting your own needs last. Petrus stands at attention, waiting for your response. Okay, what can you provide? Several hundred trained fighters, weapons and armor, and access to the king, should you need it. Several hundred fighters in a city of several 100,000. We're lucky for that. Look at Frostveller or Borisgard, the wealthy by control. Any upset of balance, and the wealthy families hack each other to pieces over it. Innocent people get caught in the fray. The king is trying to change that in Arborang, but it's slow going. Tradition dies hard. And in my experience, many would just prefer to hack each other to pieces in the first place. Why did Meinolf put me in charge? I'm an outsider. It would be above my position to assume, but, in my opinion, you answered the question yourself. The king knows the other clans in Arborang too well, I think. Schemes and plots, secret plots flourish in a city like this, but your banner speaks for you. Who better than an indebted outsider to handle the other outsiders? So you can expect me to do as he says, and take the blame if things go wrong, too. That's one way to look at it. Aren't the wealthy families in Arborang going to be upset about this? Without a doubt. Okay, you probably have things to do. As you say, my men were spread thin already. I'm almost more worried about the clans than the dredge. May I offer some advice? Please do. Rely on me to understand the city. Sometimes men who come from the countryside see things as a straight path. But Arborang is a circle. If you try to change the direction suddenly, you risk being flung over a cliff. And we are dangerously close to a steep drop. I appreciate your counsel. Thank you. Of course, if you need me, I'll be nearby. Okay, so the other thing I should probably take a look at is the market. Okay, so there are new things. Extra move, strength resistant break. That's kind of helpful, actually. Extra armor to adjacent allies and self. Extra will. I could buy Garroter's advice. The never deflected thing's interesting. Huh. Maybe Oddleaf wasn't a bad idea. Because I can potentially rebuy that. Let's check heroes for a second. Because it'd be kind of useful on characters like Hacken. Actually, it's useful on everybody. Because extra will per turn pretty much means you can just always boost an attack. Of any variety. And it's probably most useful on Hacken, actually. Okay, let's buy it. And then maybe some more supplies. Load times are slow in this. Because, yeah, Garroter's advice, 3 all talents is really nice. And will per turn, and never deflected. Never deflected is probably better on a weaker character eventually. But for now, this is fine. And let's just buy more supplies. Oh my god, feeding these people is insane. Well, I guess I might as well just buy as many supplies as I possibly can. Okay. So I just gotta remember to put that on. So, Petrus. Petrus escorts you to your camp, which is set up while you're gone. I know King Meinholf asked you to speak with Rugga at once, but after his men ambushed us, I may have been too... He's not capable of speech for the moment. Oh, he's not capable of speech for the moment. Seems like you two have some history. I will bring you to speak with him as soon as possible. For now, I would suggest rest. It has been a long day for us all. Oddleaf has been waiting for you to return. You can hear singing and laughing in the distance. Where is everyone? Celebrating! For the first time we left Skogur. We can just stop. We made it. Thanks to you. I don't feel done yet. The dredge could easily tear through the flimsy outer wall, if they wanted to. And as far as I can tell, we've still got no answer to the darkness. What do you think Ivor's doing right now? Let's see. Probably keeping them all from killing each other if I know Ivor. I know you're right, but I miss him. It feels strange, this sudden calm. Nothing to do but wait. You're right, I can't even work on Rugga yet. The guard captain went wild on him. Good. On the other hand, what if Meinolf dies? Between Rugga's loyalists, the Horseborn, and the power struggle, the city may turn on itself. The harder we try to grip this world, the faster it seems to slip from our fingers. We can't stop the world, Alette. All we can do is try and hold on. Come on, you deserve one night of happiness. Oddleaf fakes a brave face and leads you to where the rest are already celebrating. Wow, that was a quick chapter. Well, I guess it was a couple of fights. And time to think about other characters.